Okay, so the advantages of agitation method, it is agitation methods are inexpensive, simple and rapid. What are the disadvantages? They have lower limit of particle size. If the powder is not dried properly, your mesh apertures will get clogged. Okay, and during agitation, attrition, that is colliding with each other, will take place, which will lead to more size reduction. So that is not our objective. We don't have to reduce the particle size, we have to get particle size separation. Next method is brushing method. In this case, a brush is used to move the particles on the surface of the sieve and to keep the meshes clear. The brush is rotated in the middle in the case of a circular sieve, but spiral brush is rotated on the longitudinal axis in case of a horizontal cylindrical sieve. In short, we manually also use brush so that we get sieving more accurate and faster. But during brushing also we have to keep that in mind कि brushing में force नहीं apply करना है, otherwise we will cause particle size reduction. So sieving is only done for better size separation and to keep the meshes clear, otherwise meshes will get clogged. This technique is generally used for greasy or sticky powders such as waxes and soaps, क्योंकि waxes and soaps have a tendency to get stuck in between the pores, meshes. So hence we use brushes. So you have a diagram, this you need to draw and practice. So you have a diagram of this brush sifter, okay, brushing technique, in which you have your entire assembly, you have sieve meshes, you have brush above. So depending on the what is the arrangement, you have that spiral or round brushes, and then triangular structure of the center which is holding all the meshes. Next is centrifugal method in sieving. Okay, so centrifugal method, in this method a high speed rotor is fixed inside the vertical cylindrical sieve. So like you all normally know how test tubes are kept in a cylindrical centrifugal assembly, sorry. So for doing centrifugation we have test tubes inside a cylindrical assembly. So similarly, high speed rotor is fixed inside vertical cylindrical sieve so that on rotation of rotor the particles are thrown outwards by centrifugal force. The current of air which is produced due to high speed of rotor helps in sieving the powder. On shaking the powdered material in a mechanical or electromagnetic device using any of the above methods, so the weight of the powder retained on each sieve is determined. The percentage of each fraction is then calculated. So sieving method is rapid process and it requires very little skill. Also equipments are not much expensive. You all don't have the diagram of centrifugal method. You can see here, it is given in the book. The currents of air can be generated by means of a jet of air into the equipment in centrifugal method, which helps in separating the particles. A few examples of equipment that works on this principle are cyclone separator and air separator. You all have this in detail, so we will study it later ki how cyclone separator or air separator works. What is the advantage? Centrifugal methods are extremely useful in cases where conventional sieving tends to block the sieve. So if conventional sieving method, that is by sieve shaker, if you cannot use that, we use centrifugal method. Then extremely useful for fine powder because sieves have the limitation of mesh size. Sieves you can make up to a certain mesh size aperture, but for centrifugal there isn't any limitation. So we will see the first one, that is sieve shaker machine. What is the principle? Okay, you have to study the similar way, that is principle, then the diagram, then you can write construction and working, then advantages, disadvantages. What is the principle? The powdered drug is separated according to its particle size using a number of sieves in a nest, that is your sieve. Okay, so these are subjected to different types of agitation. Now agitation methods, mechanism also you have studied. So there are different mechanism, gyration, vibration and all. So that size separation is rapid. What is the construction? Standard sieves are available as per specifications of Indian Pharmacopoeia or USP. These sieves are fixed in a mechanical shaker apparatus. Diagram I have already showed you, I'll just show you again. You can see the working here. What you all do is, sieves are arranged with the coarsest at the top and the smaller one at the bottom. A sample size of almost 50 grams you take, powder is placed on the top. Then the sieve is fixed to mechanical shaker apparatus and shaken for certain period of time. Assume 20 minutes. The powder retained on each sieve is weighed. Okay. This diagram I have earlier showed you. This is the diagram of mechanical sieve shaker. So this is the simplest instrument used, that is sieve shaker, mechanical sieve shaker. Advantages: it is inexpensive, simple and rapid with reproducible results, that is you will get precise results after carrying out different batches. And disadvantage: lower limit of particle size is 50 microns. As we have seen the advantage of your centrifugal method, there very fine particle size can be obtained, but very fine is not possible in your sieve methods, because sieve का एक लिमिट हो सकता है उसका मेश अपर्चर बनाने का. सो लोअर लिमिट इज 50 माइक्रॉन्स, बिलो दैट यू कैन नॉट गो. एंड इफ पाउडर इज नॉट ड्राई, दैट इज मॉइस्चर, आई टोल्ड यू द प्रॉब्लम अबाउट मॉइस्चर. सो इफ द पाउडर इज नॉट ड्राई, apertures get clogged with particles, leading to improper sieving. And the last disadvantage, that is during shaking, attrition will occur, that is colliding with each other. This I have discussed earlier, कि if there is too much of colliding with each other, that is for 20 minutes, if the powders are colliding, there may be further size reduction, and this is something error in estimation. ऐसा लगेगा कि you are getting more amount of very fine particles, but it is not so. वो size reduction technique की वजह से नहीं है, it is a flaw in the size separation technique. So this was all about sieve shaker. See, variant मतलब इसमें modification क्या है? Electromagnetic sieve shaker. It is useful for analyzing powders under controlled condition. Then there is sonic sifter. Sonic मतलब sound waves की वजह से. This apparatus utilizes sonic oscillations. A mechanical pulse action is used to reduce blinding and agglomeration in the sub-sieves. So that was all about the first one, sieve shaker. Now we'll see cyclone separator. So this is based on centrifugal forces. Diagram, this is a little blur diagram, better you have in your book, I'll show you. What is the principle? In cyclone separator, the centrifugal force is used to separate solids from fluids. So this is the basic thing. Centrifugation, when we carry out, when we want precipitation or something, when you have to separate the solids, particles from liquids. Okay. The separation depends not only on the particle size, but also on density of particles. Hence, depending on the fluid velocity, the cyclone separator can be used to separate all types of particles, or to remove only coarse particles and allow fine particles to be carried through with the fluid. Meaning, either you can settle down the dense particles and you can allow the fine particles to move with the fluid. Fluid means liquid, the liquid containing in it. So you can have this way separation also. Or fluid meaning liquid or gas. So your dense particle, meaning the coarser particles will settle at the bottom and your lighter particles will move ahead. So this is the diagram of the cyclone separator. You have tangential inlet, the fluid outlet. So the lighter particles can also move along with the fluid, and your denser solids will come from the outlet below. What is in the construction? It consists of a cylindrical vessel with a conical base. In the upper part, vessel is fitted with a tangential inlet and a fluid outlet. At the base there is solid outlet. Working: the suspension of a solid in gas, usually air, is introduced tangentially at a very high velocity, so that rotary movement takes place within the vessel. The fluid is removed from a central outlet at the top. The rotary flow within the cyclone separator causes the particles to be acted on by centrifugal force. The solids are thrown out to the walls, therefore it falls to the conical base and discharged out through solid outlet. So basically you just understand the principle. If there are dense coarser particles, it will move below. Okay. And whatever lighter very fine particles are there, they can move from the above outlet itself, from where the fluid is moving. So these are used to separate the suspension of a solid in a gas. It can be used with liquid suspensions of solids as well. So as we have discussed earlier, fluids means liquid or gases. So from both we can have separation of coarser and very fine particles. And very fine, why? Because very fine cannot be separated using sieves, so we can have this centrifugal principle of centrifugation. So you can use the cyclone separators. Next is air separator. So this also works on the similar principle. We'll just see the diagram first. There is a feed inlet. There is a rotating disc here. So difference is in rotating disc. In your cyclone separator, there was just movement of your solids in your liquid or air. Here there is a rotating disc which moves the material inside. There are rotating blades. Okay, and outlet for heavy particles is also below, and outlet for fine particles is also below. So this is the difference of air separator as compared to cyclone separator. So what is the principle? It works on the same principle as that of the cyclone separator, but in this case the air movement is obtained by means of a rotating disc and blades. There wasn't any additional equipment like disc and blades. Here you have something additional, that is rotating disc and blades, which are providing the air movement. To improve the separation, the stationary blades are used. Okay, by controlling these blades and the speed of rotation, it is possible to vary the size at which separation occurs. Construction. It consists of a cylindrical vessel with conical base. Upper part of the separator, the vessel is fitted with feed inlet, and at the base there are two outlets. One is for fine particles, one for heavy particle. So that is fine particle, not line particles. The rotating disc and rotating blades are attached to the central shaft to produce air movement. Working. As you can see in the figure in your book, the sample powder is passed through the feed inlet which falls on the rotating disc. The rotating blades are attached to the same shaft. These produces a current of air as shown by the arrows. So there was a circular movement, centrifugal movement inside, which is caused due to the both, that is you can say synergistic action of the blades and the disc. The fine particles are picked up and are carried into space where air velocity is sufficiently reduced. The fine particles are dropped and ultimately collected at an outlet meant for fine particles. The heavy particles which fall downward are removed at an outlet meant for heavy particles. So whatever directly falls down due to their density and weight, they go through the outlet particle, and which gets suspended in the high velocity of air moves towards the fine particle area outlet. So uses: air separator is often attached to the ball mill or hammer mill to separate and return oversized particles for further size reduction. So this can be used in conjunction with ball mill or hammer mill, so that जो भी coarse रह जाता है particle वो again move होगा, that is oversized particles again moved back to the mill, and then further particle size reduction can take place.